play some great music for you tonight. Our first piece that you will hear is called Wellesley by Salvatore Giacobbe. This was inspired, according to the composer, by seeing birds and planes flying to the sky, zooming past through towering clouds. He was inspired by their constant and relentless pursuit to reach their destination despite the challenges of the turbulent winds. The composer states that Wellesley serves as a musical depiction of that pursuit, while also admiring the beautiful scenery along the way in our atmosphere. Please enjoy. Our next piece, English Folk Song Suite by Williams, was commissioned by the band of the Royal Military School of Music in England and premiered on July 4, 1923. In 3 movements, this suite contains many different folk songs from the Norfolk and Somerset regions of England. These songs include 17 Cup Sunday, Pretty Caroline, My Bonnie Boy, Green Bushes, Blow Away the Morning Dew, and The Tree So High. Historically, this suite is considered, along with Gustav Holst's other 2 suites for military band, to be the cornerstone work of the early band literature, and one of the earliest serious works for the wind band. Thank you. Thank you. Continuing with our folk song theme, our next piece will be Ye Banks and Grays O' Bonny Doon by Percy Granger. This was originally composed for chorus in Whistlers in 1901, and he published his band version in 1936. He was a pianist, composer, and collector of folk songs, often collecting hundreds of songs and walking hundreds of miles to do so. He was also the first person to make live field recordings of his folk singers that he recorded in the British Isles with his Edison his Edison phonograph he was using was a wax cylinder. The folk song used for this one comes from Scotland. It first appeared in print as the Candlelonian Hunts the Light in a collection of songs published in 1788. In 1792, it was paired with a poem by Robert Burns, The Banks of Doon, and this pairing has been handed down for generations since. The lyrics, even though it's a band version, the lyrics from the original describe a woman lamenting lost love as she wanders by the banks of the River Doon. last piece before we take a brief intermission is Twish Trash Polka by Strauss, arranged by Alfred Reed. This was originally written by Johann Strauss in 1858, and the arrangement for concert band was done by Alfred Reed in 1998. He also wrote quite a few songs in the band repertoire in addition to Pennsylvania. The title, Just Trash, may be interpreted as translating to chit-chat in relation to gossiping. Many people also point out that his first wife also had a poodle named Trish Trash. So you have to watch. We're not entirely sure. Either way, please enjoy Trish Trash polka.
Now can I sing polka? I can sing the big one. No, not from the second
Starting off the second half of our program will be O Men Hysterian by Morton Lauritsen, arranged for band by H. Robert Bevitz. Morton Lauritsen composed this in 1994. Most of his music It was written prior to start, and it has become one of the most performed choral works of the modern repertoire. He composed it, like most of his music, on a secluded island off the coast of Washington State. No phones, no good electricity, no municipal water, just him on his island. The work was commissioned by Marshall Rutter in honor of his wife, Terry Knowles. And the band transcription was from 2003. The composer describes this piece as a quiet song of profound inner joy that reflects on text pertaining to the nativity story that is often set in the choral repertoire. Lawrence's composition transcends its religious origins, though, focusing on the universal themes of awe and serenity, the wonder of life, and the profound beauty found in unexpected places. Please enjoy.
Mommy, can you keep us away? I want to talk.
that we are going to shift gears for a little bit for the last three songs of the afternoon. Our first one comes from a familiar musical, recently turned movie. Music from Wicked is based on the smash hit Broadway musical by Stephen Schwartz. It has enchanted audiences worldwide with its captivating story and unforgettable music. Based on Gregory Maguire's novel, The Wicked tells the untold story of the Witches of Oz, blending themes of friendship, identity, and morality. This arrangement by Stephen Sweeney features highlights of the musical's most popular songs, including No One Mourns the Wicked, Dancing Through Life, Defying Gravity, and For Good. Our last two pieces of the afternoon are designed to get you into the holiday spirit. Our first one is the Ukrainian Bell Carol as arranged by Philip Spark. This bell carol, also known as Carol of the Bells, is a timeless holiday classic rooted in Ukrainian folk traditions. This carol was originally part of a large choral work entitled Shedrik by the Ukrainian composer Mykola Lentovich. It was premiered in 1916. This melody is an adaptation of an old Shedrika, a song traditionally sung on New Year's Eve, which hopes for good fortune for the years to come. Before we perform our last song of the afternoon, I'd like to gratefully acknowledge the following for making what we do possible. The Wellesley Recreation Department providing us an administrative home as one of their programs. The Recreation Department, the Recreation Director, Matt Chin, and all of the staff are always being so helpful and supportive of all of our endeavors. The Wellesley Public Schools for our physical home for rehearsals, performances in this wonderful building, across the hall in the band room and in here. Especially to Steve Scott, the Director of Bands, for our weekly use of the band room and the school percussion instruments, which add so much to our music making. Also a big thank you to our auditorium manager, Tyler James, for taking care of the setup, lighting, and all of the technical details this afternoon. In addition to Wellesley Public Media, for for their videotaping and broadcasting of our concerts, which enable us to share our performances more widely with members of the community who may not be able to attend these performances live. Thank you. For concert recording, I'd like to thank you as well. We are also grateful for the support of our programs by a grant of the Wellesley Cultural Council, supported by the Mass Cultural Council. Our last piece of the evening is a very familiar one, no doubt to all of you, Sleigh Ride by Leroy Anderson. Was an American composer with many local connections to Massachusetts and also the Boston Pops Orchestra. He originally had the idea to write Sleigh Ride during the heat wave in July of 1946, ironically, and he finally finished the piece in February of 1948. He had to get it just right. The lyrics about riding in a sleigh and other fun wintertime activities were written by Mitchell Parrish, and those were added in 1950. In this song, you will hear the sounds of a winter sleigh ride, and if you listen closely, you might even hear the horse towards the end. Thank you. your support and you being here. And it was a pleasure playing for you. Thank you very much. Hope you have a happy holiday season.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, this is great. Before you all go, I just wanted to also echo our appreciation for all the band members that we coming out this afternoon. But I also wanted to take a minute to just express our appreciation for our fearless leader, Pam. As you know, she's our new conductor. She joined us in the fall, and it has been an absolute delight to have you join us. We look forward to your